Hey there, Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1980 of What You Have to Know, documenting the journey as I originally transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. And I like to hop on every day and keep like a video journal, a video log of what I'm doing, what's working, content I'm creating, answer questions. If people ask questions, I like to answer questions here so that more than just me learns from some of the experiences and some of the things that have happened and are continuing to happen in our lives and in our world, and especially with business and with annual challenges. I love doing annual challenges. I think this is my 7th or 8th year that seventh or 8th one that I've done online. I didn't start doing them until I think 2018 was my first one, and I did actually 3 annual challenges that year. I was working with or I wasn't working, it was a volunteer group where a group of us got together and said, hey, we want to figure out how to do this online video stuff. So every day we're going to go into this Facebook group. It was a private Facebook group just for our group, and practice doing live videos. I have never gone back and watched any of my videos from that, but I suspect some of them were absolutely so cringeworthy that I'm glad I haven't gone back and watched them. But about 100 of us, and this is kind of how things statistically play out in everything, right? It's like the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle. 97% of people tend to not do what they say they're going to do, or not follow through, or not achieve their goals and objectives. About 3% actually create great things in the world and make the world go round, right? 3%, the top 3% they call it. And I'm not talking about top 3% of wealth people. I'm talking about people that make a difference in the world. And to me, it's a very different thing. Money and making a difference in the world are not the same thing. Although money is a lubricant and it helps us to make a difference in the world. So, my point on that was like 100 of us started doing that every day, and you could watch it drop off. It was really interesting because it's kind of like New Year's resolutions. Most people give up on their New Year's resolutions the first couple weeks. Same thing happened in that challenge, and I think 6 or 7 of us actually finished the challenge, which is a pretty high percentage, right? Compared to other things, which is really hard for people to understand. It was really hard for me to grasp and understand as a coach and consultant that the vast majority of the people we share information with and we teach to do things, or we share our lessons learned with, will never ever do anything with that information. It goes in one ear and out the other. It goes in and it just gets stored away in their brain somewhere, and they never access it. But there are those few people that grab the bull by the horns, take action, do, and learn from other people's mistakes, and that makes their journey, number one, so much faster than other people's, and a whole lot easier as well. So today, a couple pieces of content for Supersize Your Business. Our idiom was, of course, divide and conquer. Now, this is an idiom that has both a positive and a negative side, right? We can break things down into smaller tasks and break big projects into smaller things, smaller chunks. That's, to me, a positive example of dividing and conquer. Or we can divide and conquer, meaning we can divide groups of people into segments and then manipulate and conquer them and beat them into submission, etc. That's one of the most common strategies, over 22 centuries old, in warfare. Also in politics. All you have to do is turn on the media and you can see examples of divide and conquer. The things that the news media covers, their sole purpose is to divide and conquer, at least in the United States, the people in the United States. You may not believe this, but I say if you watch the news and the media and social media with fresh eyes, you see it everywhere. And it's quite pathetic and manipulative. So that's one of the reasons I don't watch the media. So today, we're talking about dividing and conquer. You can divide and conquer to build and grow and supersize your business, or you can unite and build to grow and supersize your business. I like to unite and build to grow and build and supersize my business and make the world a better place, but it's always our choice, right? And in different stages of growing and building your business, maybe in the beginning you've got a lot of competition and you need to find ways, and you can do that in a positive way too. Find your niche, find your unique place in the market versus beating the competition and pounding them down, etc. And usually when we go up head to head against the competition, everybody loses because people tend to compete on price instead of what makes them unique and special in the marketplace. That's a topic for another day. Our step 3 of our goal process, we're working on our financial goals, achieving our financial goals this month as part of this year's Get Your Goals annual challenge. And as such, the end of each month, we're spending the last 7 days of the month going through the goal process that we identified in January, step by step by step by step. And today is step 3, which is to break our big goal down into steps or chunks or more bite-sized pieces or more motivating chunks that will keep us going toward the big goal. And I shared an example of, say you want to get rid of $10,000 of credit card debt between now and the end of the year, because the end of the year it's an annual challenge, so I like to use December 31st as our cutoff date as I'm going through the different months. So how would you do that? If you got $10,000, I would take the number of months that are left, divide it by 4, and that gives me my timeline of when I want to reach each of those. And we're going to go into more detail in each of the steps, milestones, what was the other? Breaking it down, milestones, the actions we need to take as part of the plans and strategies, and then setting a timeline to break it down. So we're not just waiting till the end of the year to look at and see whether we made our goal or not. That's it. It is Monday in my neck of the woods. Big week planned. Lots of things going on. Friends and family coming into town because it's the 4th of July next week. So that means this is a busy week. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. I hope you're enjoying summer, if it's summer in your neck of the woods. I am. It looks like it's raining today, so I'll have to figure out how to creatively get my walk in nature in. But if you have any questions about online, offline businesses, and you don't know who else to ask, I like to offer myself up as a resource. You can always hit me up on the Voxer app. I'm at pajamagram@gmail.com, and it's specifically vague so that if you really want to ask me a question, you have to find me, and so you have to listen to a video to know where to find me. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll of course see you tomorrow. Bye.